Hello, this is Rafael Quezada, here today speaking with Craig Shields from 2 Green Energy. Craig is the author of a couple of books on renewable energy. This is one, Renewable Energy, Facts and Fantasies. And Craig, you found a couple of interesting opportunities.
Yes.
First of all, welcome to the show, Craig.
Oh, happy to be here.
You found a couple of interesting opportunities. Can you tell us about hydrokinetics?
Yes. Not too long ago, I got an email from somebody in this space. In hydrokinetics, let me just define it quickly. It means extracting the energy from moving water. And people have been trying to do this for a very long time. You're aware that there are hydroelectric dams that have been around 100 years.
Right.
So the problem is that when you have moving water and you're trying to interrupt as little of it as possible, for instance, it's a river or it's an ocean current, there are all kinds of problems associated with this in terms of survivability. You drop something in salt water, guess what? It rusts. Or there are ecologic issues. So for instance, predators accumulate around a certain object, and so it changes the nature of the environment. So hundreds and hundreds of people have been trying for a very long time to kind of beat this, given that there's an enormous amount of potential there. When you think of the strong ocean currents, so for instance, off the east coast of the United States, we have the Gulf Stream, very strong, predictable current. Between Mozambique and Madagascar, there's something called the Mozambique current, equally strong.
What kind of power do we get out of these?
Well, the thing about hydrokinetics generally, that's a good question. The thing about hydrokinetics generally is that, for instance, if you talk about run of river, and people are all excited about this, but there's about 1 terawatt of run of river in the continental United States, and that's not to be sneezed at, but we're at 5.4 terawatts as we speak, so it's not something that has the potential to completely turn the tables. What
do you mean we're at 5.4 terawatts?
In the United States right now as we speak, we're using 5.4 trillion watts, essentially. Okay? So we want to extract the energy from these huge currents in the oceans, and this is a way to get this done. I've seen dozens of these devices over the couple of years that we've been at this, and most of them are flawed. All of them are flawed in some way or fashion, but for my money, this guy has done this in a way better than anybody else.
What's the special way of approaching this opportunity?
Well, what it is, it's a device that instead of being moored to the bottom of the ocean, it's tethered. So it moves around inside the current and it looks for the areas of the strongest current.
Does it do it intelligently, or is it actually following the current?
It's actually following the current. There's not an onboard computer on this thing, but it's an amazing development in terms of how this thing works. So anyway, the guy is looking for investment capital, and I figured I'd just come on the show and just announce that fact, that for my money, this is an extremely solid investment opportunity.
And if somebody's interested in pursuing that opportunity, how do they go to it?
Well, they should just simply be on 2greenenergy.com and hit contact, and I'll get right back to them.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you very much, Craig.
All right, thank you.